Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about treatment of animals. Okay, animals are used to develop medical treatments, determine the toxicity of medication, check the safety products destined for human use, and other uses. Research on living animals has been practiced since at least 100 BC. Okay, arguments for supporting. The California Biomedical Research Association states that nearly every medical breakout in the last 100 years has resulted directly from research using animals. Nikolai Petrovsky, professor in the College of Medicine and Public Health at Flinders University in Australia, said, testing a coronavirus vaccine on animals is absolutely essential, and skipping that step could be fraught with difficulty and danger. Animal testing has been instrumental in saving endangered species from extinction. The American Veterinary Medical Association, AVMI, endorses animal testing to develop safe drugs, vaccines, and medical devices. Okay, now arguments for opposing. According to Human Society International, animals used in experiments are commonly subjected to force feeding, food, and water deprivation, the infliction of pain to study its effects and remedies, and killing by carbon dioxide asphyxiation, neck breaking, decapitation, or other means. One company working on a COVID-19 vaccine, its name is Moderna Therapeutics, work on developing a vaccine using new technology instead of being based on weakened form of the virus. It was developed using a synthetic copy of the COVID-19 genetic code. And finally, other research methods such as in vitro testing, tests done on human cells or tissue of a petri dish, offer the opportunities to reduce or replace animal testing. Human Society International found that animal tests were more expensive than in vitro in various scenario studies. Okay, I'm opposed to the use of animal in medical research. Why? Because a human and animals doesn't always react in the same way to a drug. Aspirin, for example, is dangerous for some animal species. The reason that some medicine don't make it to make markets is that despite passing tests in animals, they're falling humans. If we accept that animals have rights, then if an experiment violates that rights of an animal, it's morally wrong. And any possibility benefits to humanity are completely irrelevant. Animals feel pain and fear, just as we do. Okay, that's it. Now, advertising strategies. Okay, advertising strategies of Unit 7. The ownership strategy. It refers to inviting the audience to be a part of the campaign to their own it as their own. Reframing strategy. Ads that reframes a target behavior a positive light by tapping into pre-existing assumption and behavior. And the last one, collectivism strategy, reinforcing or creating social norms or appropriate and desirable behavior. And now, recognizing advertising strategies. On the internet, I have looked for books, and it appeared an advertising for an application named Books. And this corresponds to paid search advertising. Also, when I was checking my social networks, an advertising about the same product appeared, and it corresponds to social media advertising. Now, reframing strategy was also applied because advertising persuades to put aside physical books and replace them with virtual books or audiobooks. All these strategies come directly to the consumer because we are entering a digital generation where everything is managed virtually. The soda Coca-Cola uses outdoor strategies. These refer to advertising outside the home, from example, a billboard design, There were a season when the label had name of people that belonged to ownership strategy. Also, advertising in vehicles on buses, which correspond to automotive advertising. The posters that we see on the walls and stores correspond to the advertising posters. The commercial on television that we have seen, all these correspond to traditional advertising. All these strategies reach the consumer directly because there is both modern and traditional advertising suitable for all types of consumers. Choose a product. Okay, I choose headphones. The target audience is young people, or also named millennials. Today, we are in a society where young people like streaming, social networks, being an influencer, YouTubers, among others. So, this product seems useful. The strategy it would use a reframe strategy to replace the old headphones. Other option would be to use advertising on platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram that correspond to social media advertising. Another strategy would be modeling strategy, hiring an influencer to create a commercial for the product. And finally, collectivism strategy, to make use of the large group of people who are using those headphones. And that's it. Thank you for your attention.